I think we all know, and we've probably spoken about many times, that we've saw a huge drop in HA use and a big up spike in biostimulation, whatever your flavour of choice of product was. Now, first of all, do you agree with that, right? That's what happened?
Totally.
Do you think it's going to get bigger, continue?
I think it's probably reached a stable place in terms of, I don't think the drop-off's going to be any more. And if anything, I think it'll probably start to rebound a little bit. Because I think there was a lot of things going on at the same time, which was the rise of just all these extra biostimulation, bioremodeling. You know, we've got exosomes, polynucleotides, you know, the old players sort of reinventing themselves. So there was a whole lot of hype around a different segment of anti-aging options, plus all of the horror stories around overfilling. There's, you know, some big personalities online that have created a lot of noise and negativity and I guess fear around HAs. And so I think all those things combining, plus the ticket price of HAs, I think that kind of made a real impact. But like anything, like no single tool is going to be, you know, a panacea. Like I don't think, you know, these biostims are going to be the answer to everything. We still need HAs. And I think people will realize, okay, I still need these, maybe not as much. I'm going to think about my strategy a little more. I'm going to use them in combination with other things.
Yeah.
What do you think?
Totally agree.
Yeah.
You know, I did this talk when you were there in Egypt and Canada, like, are HA fillers dead or finished was the title of my talk, and basically the answer was no.
Yeah.
But like you said, there's been so much hype and driven by patients because of what they're reading that injectors were forced or given many other options like biostims, polynucleotides, etc. So if you imagine the pie basically was toxins and fillers 15 years ago or even 10 years ago, that pie has got bigger with more categories. So just by definition, HA filler use will drop because there's more options, but it doesn't mean it's a bad option.
Yeah.
And you know, if you need volume, shaping, contouring, projection, HA still is the only option in my opinion. I mean, sure, you get a little bit of volumization with some biostims and so on, but if you need something immediately reshaped, less hollow, a lip fuller, you need an HA. You can't really do it with anything else.
Yeah.
So yeah, that social media driven trend, hopefully I think has seen its peak. Of course I still use HA filler, and yes, I use less of it because I've got more tools, and I have done lots of biostimulation, but I still need HA. So I think we're going to see, like you said, an equilibrium where things stop being so unbalanced and they come a little bit more back to an equilibrium.
Do you think that this highlights the importance of the consultation process? Because now there is that negative connotation out there in the marketplace. People can hop online and see all these negative stories about HA. So do you find that you've had to adapt your consultation process, the way you explain things, because you still use HA fillers, but maybe patients are a bit more apprehensive, and what have you done differently?
I haven't really adapted it. I mean, I certainly, well, I very often, I maybe don't do it every time, I say to my patient, I know that you've read some stuff online. Tell me the biggest, scariest thing that you don't want to do today, or a version of that question. And inevitably it's migration, overfilled face. I've heard that skin quality is more important than, you know, blah, blah, blah. And so we lean into that. So it's kind of a useful thing to explore, because you're showing empathy, that you understand where they're coming from. You're showing that you've got knowledge and you can tackle these questions. But also, if you don't agree with it and you think they need an HA, then you can explain why and allay their fears.